Hello everybody, Texas Man here. Hope you guys are all having a spectacular day. If you guys would please give this video a thumbs up. If you guys do really enjoy it, subscribe of course if you guys have not already. Also do me the biggest favor of all, make sure you guys hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. And as always, if you guys have any movies, TV shows, or games you guys would like me to cover here on the channel, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will get to reviewing them as soon as possible. As always, we're going to talk positives and negatives. We are talking about Ghostbusters 2 from 1989. The film is rated PG. It is about an hour and 48 minutes long, and the film follows up on the 1984 classic where the team is now broken up 5 years later because of being blamed for the city's destruction during the final battle of the first movie, which is going to lead to the very first negative because that makes literally no fucking sense. I'm sorry, but it makes no sense because hundreds of people in New York are eyewitnesses knowing that the Ghostbusters, even though they may or may not have caused a widespread amount of destruction to New York City, they saved the city, and they saved the world from being destroyed and taken over by a demonic evil force. So, there's eyewitness accounts of what really happened. But due to this new evil spirit that arises in the movie, the team is called upon again to save the day. I will say that every time I watch this film, it kind of starts off on a very positive note. Like, I like the movie because of it being a little darker. However, just because the movie does have darker elements doesn't make this movie better. I mean, the first film had some really dark moments and really dark elements as well. The movie, unfortunately, just lacks humor. It lacks originality, the energy, the charm, and the purpose of honestly being made, unlike the original. This film felt very forced. It felt very similar, very tropey to the original. And yes, I've already reviewed Ghostbusters Afterlife. And yes, that movie is basically a love letter, but also a sequel and basically retelling of the first movie. So I guess the only originality that comes to this film is the fact that there is a different villain. We're not dealing with Gozer. But still, this film feels very bland, and it doesn't feel like they had enough time. Yeah, there's obviously a 5-year gap between the movies, no pun intended, of the timeline. But I just don't feel like the same energy and passion and love was put into this movie as the first one. The film also has a bunch of one-liners that are meant to be character and plot moments, but they just are boring. Some of them are pointless, and many of them are very surface level. Like, they're like little one-time gags, and unless you're actually like watching the movie, you're going to forget most of them. Like, there's this scene where 3 of the Ghostbusters are in a train, and they get, attacked by like a ghost train, and it's like, it's supposed to be this funny little moment, and it is funny, but it's like if you remove that scene from the movie, it doesn't really affect the plot. Like, you could have replaced it with anything else and it would have been probably for the better. The special effects are great. They still look good decades later, yet there's nothing really groundbreaking. There's also several plot holes within this movie. I don't want to go through every single one of them because that would make this would make the review way too long, and I don't want to do that for you guys. Overall, Ghostbusters 2, it is enjoyable, I guess, as a movie, but it honestly doesn't add all that much to the Ghostbusters lore. It doesn't add that much to the Ghostbusters characters, and if you just watch Ghostbusters and then you jump right to Ghostbusters Afterlife and you skip this movie, you're not missing anything. Because Ghostbusters Afterlife, not only does it disregard Ghostbusters 2016, but it disregards the events that happen in this movie as well. There's nothing in this film that is transitioning into the new sequels. So nothing in this film, unfortunately, matters when it comes to characters, world and lore building, or plots. So maybe things in this film will matter when it comes to future movies, like in Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. But based on the trailer that we have seen, I severely doubt it. I mean, Sigourney Weaver's character and her baby character weren't mentioned in Afterlife. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I don't think they're even going to show up in Frozen Empire or even be mentioned. So it just feels like this was the odd child. This one, I guess, it's better than the 2016 Ghostbusters, because I tried to watch that film in theaters and I watched it for about 5 minutes, and then I walked out and got a refund and watched something else. So at least this film is bearable to watch. But if I had to pick a Ghostbusters movie, I definitely pick the first one, even though that one is boring in the middle act. This one just, it doesn't hold my attention level any better. So with that, I'm going to give Ghostbusters 2 from 1989 a 6 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.